like this. Go. My nigga telling me to pray to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. But my girl could forgive me living life like a star. All red bottoms looking like I walked on the scene. Homicide damage with the pills. Young nigga came up still running from the system. Got his homeboy stealing out the pack, so he clipped him. Feeling down, need somebody for the lift. He been fighting with his girl cause he said it down feel. Mama say that he got drugs in his system. New image, old me, so they miss him. How the fuck I supposed to act with my father in the prison? Tell another nigga listen, back then I ain't listen. Real player with some young niggas round me crib. With some old heads out of jail, leave a nigga miss. Lot of money, but they still don't understand how I'm living. From the streets to the can, either way I'm living. I'ma rip a nigga up 1 second in a minute. Tell a nigga hit me up if he really got 10. My nigga telling me to praise to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. What I say? Press the button in the door, open up. Let my nigga out the whip. Ain't no shooting out the rave. Got the back and the front sold up. Tell him spin around the block right before you catch a play. Came home, started selling AA. Got some dog food on me with some act in the case. Got a K right in my home if you ran in my place. Put a bullet in his dome once it exit his face. On my knees, praying to God, telling him I'm going home if I don't live up to going hard. One night I ain't go home, girl, acting crazy cause she mad that I'm living like a star. Bitch, I'm straight up out them trenches, I ain't never had a heart. And I'm plugged in the socket, I ain't never had a car. And you want the fancy things, so you better play your part. Told that bitch you don't work, then I swear you gon' starve. My nigga telling me to pray to Allah. With some cold-blooded killers standing right in front of y'all. Everybody got a pistol, neither one got a heart. Selling drugs, every fight, it was hard in the north. But I say, all well, all praise to my God. Left a stain in the street when we spin out the car. Red bandana tie around the road. Hope my girl could forgive me living life like a star. Like a star, yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community and around the world. There goes the chapstick. How are we doing? How are we feeling? Josh, can we just take a moment here to drink it in, to really feel the moment, feel the energy? How about that little Montana wagon punch their ticket? They're going dancing.
Come on. The wagon rolls. The wagon rolls. I told you this morning, at least we got one. We got one wagon in.
Come on. Come on. There hasn't been a team that we've been on as early as we were than Montana that just seemed like they did everything the right way for us.
Yeah.
They never wavered. They never worried. And I'll tell you what, Josh, nothing feels better. Literally nothing feels better than when I'm in a Twitter space at 1:45 in the morning Eastern time, 12:48 last night, Central time, just sweating with 100 of the guys.
Yeah.
Just sweating with 100 of guys in the space.
Grizz.
Just sweating in the space with 100 guys.
NoCo and Montana.
Can I tell you about my night last night?
I would love it to hear.
So we played darts last night on Night Sweats. We played a little darts. I sold. I apologize to Lauren. Here's the thing about it, though. Whole time in the back of my head, I'm going, none of this matters if Montana just wins tonight. None of it matters. Literally none of it matters. None of it matters. I got everyone in the chat being like, is it Montana? Is it Montana? I'm saying yes. Trying to ask Jovan if it's Montana. Jovan goes, no, it's Northern Colorado. So now I know the room's divided. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't even want to be here anymore. Like, I need to be in my couch, sweating the University of Montana Grizzlies that we've given our blood, sweat, and tears to this team.
Yeah.
And they've given us their blood,
you especially. You especially. I'll give it up for you. You more than me.
I haven't felt more connected to a team than the Montana Grizzlies in 2025 than the Providence Friars in 2021.
Wow.
Like, that's where I am right now, dude. Like, I feel like I'm a part of the program. Team, yeah. I bought a $75 Nike Polo last night from their bookstore. And I got news for you, Josh. I'm going to wear that thing with pride for the rest of my life.
I mean, that's
I dedication. Had him plus 220 to win the Big Sky tournament. Shout out Starch Madness.
Shout out.
And then we took him plus 125 last night, straight up. And you want to talk about a team that just came out ready to fight, that knew they were underdogs? I could just feel it in the air, dude. Kai Johnson came out looking like the #1 overall pick, dude. Just pulling in guys' mouths. Unfortunately, we did run into Riley, who was actually the white James Harden. This kid looks like Joe Dirt, plays like James Harden. It was, I've never seen it before in my life. I don't think Northern Colorado, by the way, Josh, missed a shot in the second half. And not only did they not miss a shot in the second half, the refereeing in the second half was insanely questionable. It felt like Montana had to scratch, fight, and claw for every bucket. And then on the other end, it was either a foul or a layup. And I'll tell you what, Josh, they fought, they scratched, they clawed. But the best part of the night, Josh, was the spaces. I fired up the spaces. We had all the boys in there. Caleb Muse was in there.
Mhm.
Easy Puck was in there till 1:48 a.m. And some funny shit happened that I'd like to tell you about because I feel like you weren't in the space.
I was
and
not.
There were some really funny things that happened. So there was a point in time where we go into half up 10.
Mhm.
Our guy Ray, he tunes in every day, almost chalked us. He was like, man, this was easy.
Right.
We knew the way. And everyone was like, hold the phone.
Right.
Hold the phone, brother. Hold the phone. And he was like, no, I'm not cashing the bet. I'm just confident. In the back of my head, I'm going, you just killed the bet. You just absolutely killed the bet, but I'm still riding. I'm not worried.
Yeah. I mean, you have to. You're here.
You got to know your guys. And Easy Puck is one of the guys that knows how we gamble and knows how we think about gambling.
Yeah.
And once the lead goes from 10 to about 6, Easy Puck goes, uh-oh. And I literally, I unmute and I go, yep, feeling that right now. Like this could be over. This could be over. And keep in mind, we got, I promised some kid if he hit, Ben Miller, I promised him if he hits 5 straight college baseball bets on the spread that he can have an interview to be an intern. So he's just talking college baseball the whole time. We had to stop him halfway through the base. I was like, yeah, we got to put he started talking about softball play. I was like, dude, Ben, we got to put that away. But so now we're like midway into the second half, Josh. We're up 10. We're fighting back and forth. Same kid, Ben Miller, goes, we can get the boys to win by 11 plus at plus 340. Moments after he says that, they cut the lead to 3 points. So I had to put him in timeout.
Yeah. I mean,
so I removed him as a speaker, put him in timeout. Like you just can't.
You can't.
And I was like,
who?
And I go, Josh, who said 11 plus? Because I didn't remember who it was. I was like, who said 11 plus? And no one was speaking up. Dude, Easy Puck was like, dude, no one's going to come forward. No one's coming forward. Man, Caleb Muse like, dude, no one's coming forward. I was like, who said 11 plus? And then Ben chirped up and he just spoke. He was just like, oh, I was in the baseball lab. And I go, nope, it was you. I recognize the voice. Timeout. Put him in timeout. Then our sweet, sweet prince arrives, Josh. He'd been in the space whole time. He got his soul sucked by the Mikal Bridges buzzer beater, which, by the way, the Knicks are all the way back. I don't know if you saw that. Mike Breen double banged and Mikal Bridges won the game at the buzzer. Our sweet, sweet prince, Sonny, does his job.
Mr. Dutch
in the space. No, not Sonny Dutch. I think it was Sonny Suna. I forget his last name. Sonny, our sweet, sweet prince, Sonny. After getting his soul sucked, back-to-back days, mind you, by buzzer beaters. Like he sent me 3 parlays that all lost by buzzer beaters in the past 2 days. He goes, we're only up 3. He goes, guys, I know what I have to do. And he places 1 unit on Northern Colorado. And he was like, listen, I know the energy I'm bringing. I'm putting a unit on Northern Colorado. And immediately me and Easy Puck are like, no, dude, don't do that. I kid you not, Josh. He puts, this is my sweet, sweet Prince Sonny. I actually give him all the credit for the win. My sweet, sweet Prince Sonny. He put not just 1.5 units, but $140 on Northern Colorado. What? Like he was like, because he knew that the vibes and the energy of the gambling gods needed to feel like he was actually invested in Northern Colorado for this to come through. And keep in mind, he also had a Montana wager. So he just basically tried to net zero because he wanted to see the boys win. And I genuinely believe that.
That's good.
Josh, you can't make this shit up. Montana's at the free throw line up 2 at this point when he places the bet.
Yeah.
Right after Sonny places the bet, makes the first, puts the bet in. Montana misses the free throw off the rim.
Tipping.
Teammate, offensive rebound, and 1 4-point play. It was like, and then immediately you hear Sonny. Of course, I put the wager in. Immediate 4-point play. Like you can't make it up, dude.
That's
Without
hilarious.
Sonny placing that wager at that time in that 4-point play, Montana probably loses that game.
That's so good.
So then, Josh, we are like Montana storms all the way back, and I go. He goes, guys, I have a cash out for $3.27. So I take it, and me and Easy Puck are like now. Easy Puck, me and KLB's and Easy Puck are commanding shit.
No.
Me and Easy Puck go, Sonny, nothing would make me happier than if you could just cash out and get back on our side. It felt like the airborne. We dropped him behind enemy lines and he worked his way all the way back. And he was like, fine, I'm doing it. Cashes out the $3.27. So now he's all the way back in with us. He's all the way back in with us.
That's $3. You
Josh,
should let it ride. What's the
Josh,
difference?
as he cashes out, Montana turnover, Northern Colorado bangs a 3 in the corner. We're now only up 6. Josh, literally the second after he cashes out, Montana turnover, immediate Northern Colorado pitch, corner 3, bang. Dude, Josh, I kid you not, silence in the space. Silence in the space. Silence in the space. And then all you hear is 2 seconds later, I put the 327 back on Northern Colorado. So he went back in. Yes. So he went back in because he was like,
You
dude,
have to.
he was like, immediately when I cash out, Northern Colorado gets 2 turnovers, 2 threes. We're only up 6. I'm putting the 327 back on Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Puts it back on Northern Colorado, Josh. Right after that happens, perfect press bake, dunk for Montana. Like you can't make it up. My sweet, sweet Prince Sonny.
Wow.
My sweet, sweet Prince Sonny. He also today has to send me a vlog of him making 10 straight free throws because he made claims last night that he can make 10 straight free throws.
That's a lot.
So I was like, you have to vlog your whole day or I'm not going to believe that it was 10 straight.
That's a lot. Lauren made 10 straight threes, didn't she?
She did.
You can't do that, brother.
But dude,
Dude, honestly, 10 straight free throws is hard.
I know, dude. I know. He's a Chicago kid, though.
I guess if you play basketball, you probably
He's a Chicago kid. Dude, and the funniest part was, we're watching that game, and I actually like these spaces, so maybe I'll do another. Like, maybe I'll just pick a late night play every night, and I'll just sweat in the space with these guys because
You
it's
should
just like a
do
good little community.
every Montana game.
Well, 100% they're dancing. Wait, dude, that, I kid you not, that 100-person space at the end, we all committed to we're leaving points at the door with Montana in March. Like, we are the riders. We are the riders.
I feel like you think that they're gonna be like a 12 seed. They probably
I think
will
they'll be 14.
You think?
Yeah. I don't think they valued the Big Sky very high, and this Montana team wasn't like a
They're
world
pretty good.
beater
They're
this year.
16-3 in conference.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I just have a feeling that they're gonna match up against us, and we're gonna get fucked by that.
No, I think
They
we
feel
want
like 12
no.
because we might be a 5.
Josh, we started scheming like we were part of the university. We want Michigan.
Yeah, I mean,
We want Michigan. We want Michigan, and we want to leave points at door.
Okay.
That's what we want. We want a Michigan points at door
Any
Montana
Big Ten
matchup.
team, Wisconsin, maybe.
But the
depending
bit
on
is
the
that like
seeds.
the wagon against a team that I just fade religiously,
Yeah,
or
I
the
mean, that'd be
Spartans.
nice.
We want either one. We want
The
one
Spartans.
of the Michigans. That's the story tale, dude. Kai Johnson against Michigan State is storytell level material.
That is.
But the space was hysterical, dude. We were busting everyone in that space. I did a little speech at the end. We committed to riding Montana till the wheels fall off in March. It was absolutely electric. Shout out everyone that tuned in. Shout out everyone that stayed in there the whole game, dude. We had this one kid, dude, picked by Brew. It was actually hysterical. He had an 8 a.m. this morning. No one knows if he made it to the 8 a.m. or not, but he would be silent for like 30 minutes. And then someone would say something and he would just be like, yeah, that ain't happening. And I'd be like, oh, picks by Brew. I thought we launched it. I thought you were asleep. But he stayed up the whole night, dude. We were scheming on today's slate. We had some people play some wagers on yesterday's slate. But Josh, the funniest part about those spaces that I'm starting to learn is one, how small the world is, and like how much fun, like at least for me, because it was my space, so it wasn't like anyone else's followers, how much fun my followers are and how much they love college basketball. Dude, the funniest thing happened. This kid requests to come up, and I was just accepting everyone to come up. So we had like such an interesting panel of people. One guy with cerebral palsy was up there. It was awesome. He was talking ball with us. But this kid comes up, and dude, they show a slow-mo shot of the Montana bench. Keep in mind, you're on the Montana bench, like full warm-ups on. And he goes, yeah, you guys see that white boy in the Montana bench with the white hair? We were like, yeah. He goes, dude, that kid in high school fucking fried me for 40 points. And we were like, dude, what are the odds, dude? Like, what are the actual odds that we're watching this game and you got guys that played against guys on Montana? Like, it was just an awesome space. It made me fall back in love with at least the community that I feel like I'm building.
Yeah.
It was just like, these are all Mikey guys.
Yeah, they are.
And I'm a Mikey guy.
You are.
And
you are
I am
Mikey.
But it was just like awesome to like bring that community together and like just to see how many people were actually fucking with the Montana wagon. Because I think sometimes I do like I find a wagon like Montana and I do feel like I'm on an island with it. Like I'll post on social media and some people will be like, oh, the Montana wagon. But it's like being there talking with people that are like, dude, you put me on Montana. I haven't stopped since you put and it was nice. It was nice to just be like, dude, fuck yeah. Like everyone was so bought in
That's
on
awesome,
the
yeah.
wagon. And dude, there was people getting in live. There's people doubling down. Like it was just nice to have people like just to see
On the same side.
Yeah, well, on the same side, but then also to see people like, dude, I've been on the wagon. And to be like, yes, dude. Like, thank God someone else has been wagering on Montana when like Michigan State is playing and like Kentucky's playing. It's nice that like we have formed a little community of guys that were like, yes, the Montana wagon.
Just rode the wagon.
I do have to address something with you that was brought up in the space.
What?
It got about 5 minutes of airtime.
Yes.
And spawned a 5-minute conversation.
Yes.
From Caleb Muse. So you're gonna have to take it up with Caleb Muse.
Okay.
You're canceled for everything Seton Hall you brought up yesterday. You are canceled.
I mean, dude, they lost by what, 12?
For everything you brought up yesterday.
That's by 12.
Through Seton Hall. Dylan Adewusu had 2 points. Shot 1 for 9.
Well, we didn't even take that.
And the crimes committed by you in Seton Hall they just need to be brought up with Caleb Muse. That's it. That's it.
Dude, they were.
Well, you got shouted out for American, so here we go.
Yeah, that was the PID. But dude, I mean, they weren't even. It's not even like it was like that terrible of a wager.
It just should have never been spoke. It was Caleb Muse's point. He was like, "Well, I don't know what we're doing, even saying Seton Hall." And I was like, "Hey, you're gonna have to bring that up with Josh." And then people were like, "Dude, sometimes Josh is sharp with that shit." And then I was like, "All right, what I won't have is that." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
Caleb, you keep talking shit in space, I might dox you, brother.
let's give a hand too. Let's give a hand too. Everyone in the space was talking about it. How about the POD sweeping yesterday? Shout out, Lauren.
Yeah, how about it? That was massive. That was massive.
I also love, you got Bookit Tracker. Also tuned into the show.
Shouting that. Yeah, that
tuned
was
into the show, shouting at.
Yeah.
Shout out the Bookit Tracker.
Shout out.
We swept the PODs yesterday, Josh. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
We had a plus chicken Montana. We had Texas with the points, and we had Josh's American wagon. I wonder if anyone parlayed our PODs because you could have made some.
You could have made
some bread. Some bread of Miss Rex. Some bread of Miss Rex.
We got a game that starts in 3 minutes.
Oh,
do we want to talk about that real quick?
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Is it Akron?
Akron Bowling Green. Yeah.
Team total. I'm gonna wager it right now.
It's 80.5, I believe.
Good. Akron team total if you're in for the early plays.
What if we take first half team total?
Oh, you want to go in and out?
Do they have that?
They do have first halves. Let me check.
Oh, it's 38, dude. Come on. Let's get a 40 ball.
Problem.
Let's get a 40 ball first half, Mike.
I'm in.
Let's do it. Akron's first half team total over 38.
All right. Akron team total first half.
Over.
Akron team total first half. If I'm the problem, you may never do no wrong. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to lock this in real quick. All right, Akron first half team total 38.5. Here we go. Start the day right. Start the day right with just a little wager. All right. Other than that, Josh, I mean, I just feel like we have to address it. I feel as though I have to address it. Providence College is fucking junk. I got caught red-handed, Josh. I got caught red-handed by Chelly last night on Night Sweats for being in a Providence College space for an hour and 45 minutes yesterday, where they were talking about the state of Providence College. The title was also shout out to Providence Crier. He's like my favorite Providence guy in the community.
It's a great name.
And the title was Providence Crier. It's finally over. So we lost 20 games this year.
Yep.
And I was listening to the space just because I want to see where the headspace is at for Providence fans right now, just to see if we align. I first of all love a guy like the Providence Crier who's just so optimistic all the time. Because sometimes I can be the burn the boats, the city's on fire, we're leaving, and we're going to Montana, we're going west. We're leaving Rhode Island, and we're going west, and we're gonna go until we find the Grizzly Bears in Montana.
Mountains.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the mountains because I got news for you: the city's on fire. But I'll tell you what, man. After listening to the space and hearing what the Providence community thinks of where the team is at, where the school is at, I just want to give my opinion, if that's okay. Yeah. There were some people calling for Kim English's head. in GTA. They want him fired. There were some people saying we need to go get some guys in the portal. There were some people saying we need to recruit better. Here's the reality of Providence College basketball, Josh. We lost 20 games this year.
Mm-hmm.
Among them were some of the most embarrassing losses, I think, in Providence College's history, including to DePaul at home, including a Big East tournament loss to a Butler team that we out-rebounded. I don't remember the last time we out-rebounded a team this year and still lost. We brought in 4 to 5 transfers, I believe. We did not improve the value or stock of a single one of them. If anything, we tanked their stock. There was guys like Wesley Cardette going into the year, which, by the way, we just have no business recruiting from Chico State. If you're a Providence College and you want to assert yourself in college basketball and keep going in the route we were going, we shouldn't even be looking at guys from Chicago State.
Shouldn't.
I apologize.
No, you shouldn't.
But
no, you should not apologize.
But Wesley Cardette was a guy that, when recruited, averaging 18 points at Chicago State, looked like a purebred scorer, looked like he could have played literally anywhere in the Power 5, just how well he looked at Chicago State. We turned him into a nobody. We took the second leading scorer on a Georgia team, Jabri, who I think could have had aspirations to not be drafted, but maybe a little G League career. A great 3-and-D guy, definitely a spot-up shooter. We tanked his field goal percentage, and he played 10 less minutes for us than he did on Georgia. If I'm him, I'm pissed. We took Bensley Joseph from Miami, who I think, by all accounts, for whatever reason, Providence fans thinks he played well. He did not have a great year. He went from being a standout at Miami to being a pretty much nobody on Providence College. And it's not their fault. It's truly not their fault. We had injuries from top to bottom, which I think is a problem with our training staff. Mm-hmm. We had drama with our best player this year, who I didn't know this, but learned yesterday that at the final hour of the transfer portal window last year, Bryce Hopkins demanded $1 million to stay, him and his agent, and the school got it together and got him $1 million to stay at the school. And then after re-aggravating the knee, his agent convinced him to sit out. So I didn't know that. But here's what I want to say. This could really be the end of Providence College basketball for a very long time. And I mean that so seriously. As we're getting into the depths of NIL, I don't think we have the money to compete. If I'm a transfer right now, dude, they were throwing around names like Jeremiah Fears. And I just want the fan base to know, if you think you're delusional enough just because this kid visited us as a recruit, if Jeremiah Fears, who's averaging 25 points a game at the University of Oklahoma in the SEC, wants to transfer to a school that just legitimately murdered the value of four transfers at the University of Providence, and to a team that lost 20 games and lost to doormats of the conference that we haven't lost to in 7 years, we're out of our mind.
He's also going to be a top 5 pick.
Well, that's my point too. The state of Providence College basketball right now is, I feel like the alarms are going off a little bit. What we did this year, what we showed Providence College, what we showed on the floor and to recruits and to transfers, top to bottom, I think is the worst product that maybe a Power 5 put out this year in terms of how they handled their transfers, other than maybe Seton Hall, which, by the way, we shouldn't even be in the conversation with them. That shouldn't even be a conversation. With the resources that we gave Kim English, we shouldn't even be in the conversation with them. And I'll say this as well, Josh. We lost 20 games. You play how many games in a college basketball season? I don't know why it's not clicking in my head.
You guys just played 32 games. I think you played 31 games before the tournament.
You play 32 games in a season, Josh. We got out coached in 32 games. We lost to a team. We got not only lost, Josh, we got our face melted off by Davidson, who was one of the worst teams in their conference. Like, this is a team
like garbage.
This is a team that lost 32, that played 32 games, got out coached in 32 games, legitimately destroyed the value of 4 transfers that I think thought they were going to improve their stock. I think Wesley Cardette came to Providence going, Devin Carter just got drafted 15. I'm averaging 18 points per game. If I become a scorer on Providence College, I have potential league aspirations. Jabri Smith going, dude, if I'm a spot-up shooter, Ticket Gaines is now in Europe playing. And if I can just be a spot-up shooter, I'm potentially going to Europe. And we murdered every single person's value top to bottom on this Providence team this year. We have 2 really great freshmen coming in. But unfortunately, the state of college basketball, freshmen don't matter. Unless you get a Jeremiah Fears or you get a guy like that can come in and average 20.
You still need other guys, though.
And they can't be freshmen. You can't name me a team right now that's led by freshmen. And there's one that have 2 lottery picks, Rutgers. They lost in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. So if our plan is to build with freshmen in the NIL era, I got news for you. We don't even know who we're going to retain. If I'm Jaden Pierre, I'm not staying. I just had one of the worst years of my Providence College career. Why the hell would I stay? So now we're going to have to replace top to bottom almost every position. If Bryce Hopkins leaves, we are in a
Bryce
spot.
Hopkins leaves, I mean, does he get that $1 million?
Yeah, he already got it. But here's the thing, though.
He has to stay.
But here's the thing,
no
though.
way you can leave after that.
Someone in the space was saying that he should have to pay the fans back. That's our fault. That's legitimately our fault. So no, he shouldn't have to. I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about Providence College, but after being in that space last night, like I think we're in way more trouble than a lot of Providence fans think we are.
I kind of agree, honestly. Like, I think you're right too about like the way that NIL is going. Like, if you're one of these smaller schools and you don't have the money and you're not winning, like no one's going to want to go there. Why would you go there? Like, at least because especially, I mean, I would assume that people went to Providence because they knew that you guys were like a consistent program that was probably in the top 5 of your conference every year. You know what I mean? So like you always have a chance to get to March Madness. Whereas if you're in the bottom half of the conference now, that's not a power. I guess they're a power 5, but especially smaller schools like that, I feel like they're just not as attractive to recruits just in general.
I mean, you know what 100%. I mean? But the problem is, though, Josh, Kim English brought in, I think it was a top 25 transfer portal class. So, and by the way, someone brought this up in the space yesterday too, Josh. When you look at the Big East, dude, there is a school like Providence, which, by the way, I hate Ed Cooley, but he left us in a spot where we really could have done anything. Like we could have got a really, really, really great coach. We could have got really, really, really great players because we had really great. Devin Carter was a top 15 pick, dude. Yeah, Bryce Hopkins was mocked to be a top 15 pick when he was healthy. Like we had guys, and it felt like a great time to turn the page. Josh, when you look at the Big East, the fact that, and I don't say this rudely because I actually am a really big fan of him, the fact that Rick Pitino, Doug McDermott, Shaka Smart, I'm forgetting 2 coaches now. Shit. The Big East has some of the best basketball coaches. Yeah, Hurley. The Big East has some of the best basketball coaches in the nation in it. And we went and got a 35-year-old George Mason coach that really didn't do anything at George Mason.
Yeah. No. Well, they won 1 year. They were good 1 year, yeah.
But if you're Providence, the level is higher.
Yeah, I know. It's 100.
The level is so much higher.
It's weird though. Like, I mean, when
Sean
you take
Miller,
gamble,
like it's just
there's some guys that like you take gambles on because like.
But we weren't in a take a gamble position, which is my point. Yeah. Like, I don't know what we're doing taking a fucking gamble when we were finally at the point where, by the way, now you can't recruit off Devin Carter after this year. No. Like, if you're Kim English, dude, you're hands and knees now talking to portals. Yeah. You're hands and knees talking to freshmen. Like, you can only sell the environment so far because now these kids want money and they want to be. And if you can't give them money, if you can give them a little bit of money, you got to be able to go, well, I can get you to the draft. But Jaden Pierre's stock went down. Bensley Joseph's stock went down. Jabari Smith's stock went down. Wesley Cardet's stock went down. Bryce Hopkins hasn't played because our medical staff can't get his rehab right. What are you pitching? Yeah. There's no pitch.
Yeah.
There's no pitch.
None.
So I don't know. The Providence Crier was very optimistic, and I love that. But I feel like we are much more doom and gloom than I think a lot of people think we are. And I'd like to be proved wrong.
I would say that you guys have. I would say that he probably has 1 year. Like he has next year. 1 year. He has next year. If you guys aren't, I mean, if you guys are above 500 next year, he probably keeps his job. But I feel like he just needs to improve like significantly though, because this year was embarrassing.
But dude, like I'm not even kidding. I've been a fan of teams when Malik White was the starting point guard. This was the most embarrassing team in year by far.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also familiar with embarrassing basketball teams. Last year, my team had 0 conference wins. So
I mean, just tough.
But honestly, but look at it. Mizzou went from winning 0 conference games to being top 20 in the country.
You guys just have such a big budget, though.
That is very true.
Which isn't a problem. That's just that's the. And I don't want to waste too much time on Providence College, but I spent an hour and a half in that space. And I almost went up to speak, but I know the fan base isn't the biggest fan of me, and I don't really want to argue with 45-year-old dudes that just like want to hate me.
Yeah.
But that's my genuine opinion on where we're at in terms of a school and in terms of a competitor.
I would agree with you.
20 losses in a year. You can't you can't have that. You can't have 20 loss years, dude. Just as a diehard fan of the school, 20 losses in a year is so incredibly bad. is so incredibly bad.
Ken Pom had you as 94th. That's not even like nearly as bad as I thought.
But when you watch the product, I got news for you. It was bad. It was
No,
it was
I know.
bad.
I've watched some games.
It was bad.
I did watch one game where I forgot what his name is. He got like multiple last names, maybe. Hit like 12 threes.
Jabri.
Jabri.
That was his only good game.
Yeah. That was his only good game.
I'm not even kidding. You can go through your stats.
Yeah,
That was his only good game.
And then we came back on Monday. You're like, well, Jabri's the best shooter in the country.
Yeah. And then he got hurt and he's a ghost.
Yeah, ghost.
Other than that, Josh, some big things happened yesterday in college basketball. The Montana Wagon punched their ticket against. Come on.
Come on.
Come on. I'm a Montana fan now. Fuck Providence. All right. Other than that, Josh, how about Georgetown getting swept by DePaul in the season? Fuck Ed Cooley.
Fuck him.
Mississippi State ran LSU out of the gym. We knew that was going to happen. American beat the dog shit out of Navy. Shout out you. That was sharp as mall.
Yep. Northwestern also covered against Minnesota. Also sharp as mall.
I know. I had Minnesota, though.
Yeah. Well, sorry.
I do want to talk about little Andre Stojakovic. That kid is incredible. Carried Stanford.
Dude. Well, they lost, but no. Oh,
Cal. Carried Cal. They lost.
Yeah.
Carried Cal. They lost. Sorry, my bad. Carried Cal. They lost.
Yeah, 37 points. Dude,
Josh.
that kid in the game before, I don't know if you watched their first game against VT. Did you watch that?
I did not.
They gave, I shit you not, there were 5 minutes left. They gave him the ball every single possession. They got a switch on. They just ran a screen, like they just got a screen, got a switch under the point guard, and he literally would just post him up and then sauce him.
Andre?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Sauce him.
I hope he hits the portal hard.
He's going to go to the league, dude.
I just want to see him in
He's
college
got to
one
go
more
to the
time.
league.
I want
Maybe
him to
he
be in a
would. Maybe
good
he'll
college
stay.
team.
Maybe he'll stay.
I don't know. I think Paige would be like, you're staying. Or he might just be like, Euro brain.
I mean, dude, I guess he's a sophomore. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, he's young.
So yeah, I thought he was a freshman, to be honest. So
No, I thought you thought he was a junior.
No. I thought he was a freshman. That's why I thought he was good enough to leave. Like,
No.
get out of there. Maybe he'll stay another year. I feel like once you stay 1 year, you can stay another.
Josh,
Get it
that
back.
Rutgers game was sickening, dude. I watched
I watched like 2 minutes of it. I'm like,
Dude.
all right, I can't.
3 hours. 3
Yeah.
hours of Rutgers basketball just for them to lose by 9 in overtime. Ace Bailey fouling out right before the overtime. You knew it was dead. You knew it was dead because then
It's
you
all
start
changed,
looking at
yeah.
the real app, dude. Every shot is Dylan Harper. Like, they don't go to anybody else when Ace Bailey's not on the floor, which given you can't because the rest of the team is dog water.
Chance, yeah.
But I've never been more heartbroken by a program. Just being like, dude, investing 3 hours of my time into a Rutgers game. Just rat, dude.
Yeah.
Like genuine rat.
I didn't
Josh.
watch the end of that game. Oh, it went to double OT. I was like, how did they score 24 points in OT?
Double OT.
Yeah. It doesn't show that on the box score. It just says OT, but on the left.
And I
it
got
says
Rad being like, oh, we need overtime for the over. And I'm trying to root for his over, but also like, dude, if they don't close this out, I'm losing this bet. Like, I knew the bet was over the minute it went to overtime. There wasn't a thought in my mind that Rutgers was potentially going to win that game at all. The minute it spawned OT.
Yeah.
And Dylan Harper had a chance to put the game away with a midi and he fucking bricked it. So shout out. Other than that, Josh, not a lot of crazy shit happened other than JJ Starling selling the 6-man. Money Williams just didn't get any burn. How about this one? I got a lot of people. Yeah, and also Rutgers only went to overtime because some kid missed. How many free throws, Josh, in crunch? To put the game out of reach.
Wow.
And then they tied it because he missed both.
Also, shout out Kansas UCF over.
Yeah, shut up.
That was
Shut up.
cheddar.
Shut up.
Cheddar. Also, dude, I think KU's going to do it.
No. I don't know how you watch that game and go, they're going to do it. They look so disjointed.
I know,
AJ
but
Storr looked
I'm just
pissed
telling you,
that he
dude,
scored
the
19
spread,
points.
and they're plus 2.5 today to Arizona.
I think we're taking Arizona.
I'm taking KU. I have to.
Dude,
get
I
to
just
it.
don't know how you
Yeah.
watch
I know, but
even their body language,
but
dude. They
that's-
look like they fucking hate each
But
other.
that's what it is. Like, they're just winning now, though. Like, it makes no sense. They're winning now.
I don't know. We might have to Berg there, dude. Might have to Berg there.
We might have.
Other than that, potentially, Josh, one of the funniest things that happened in the space, just going to go back to the space. I love my little space community, so I might have to do it again tonight just to sweat with these guys. It was just so much fun. This guy was on the panel, and he only spoke every 15 minutes. And we'd be talking about plays, and he'd go, yeah, I'm going to have to call the number. I got Cal Poly, and they're down 15. And then we were all like, yep, call the number. And then he'd be like, Josh, in
Wait, Cal
5-minute
Poly's back.
increments, he'd go, Cal Poly down 2. And I'd go, oh, burn the number. Cal Poly up 5. Oh my God, burn the number. Who needs a number? Who needs a number? And then Cal Poly ended up winning.
Wins
So
by
shout out
10.
him.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out him.
Shout out.
The last shout out I want to give Josh. Shout out the University of Oklahoma. I got a lot of shit in my DMs and on the feed for some reason for having Oklahoma, and they beat Georgia outright.
Yeah, they're kind of rolling right now.
They beat Georgia outright. And the only reason they rolled is because Jeremiah Fears and the fact that people in the Providence community think that that kid would come to Providence after winning SEC tournament games at Oklahoma is a joke.
Yeah.
It actually almost made me go up.
crazy.
I almost went, yeah, I like, this is great. I love everyone in here. If you're fucking delusional enough to think Jeremiah Fears is coming to Providence, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Out of your mind.
Like, there's not enough money in the world.
No.
Not enough money in the world to go, hey, Jeremiah, I know you just witnessed SEC basketball and SEC women and an SEC school, and you got an SEC tournament win, and you're literally on top of the world and probably the best basketball conference this year. But, come to us where we have 20 losses, no NIL money, and no one on the roster.
Yeah.
You're probably a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. You know where our level is now, Josh, that we're going to have to recruit out of? The University of Davidson, William and Mary.
Yeah.
And Montana. That's where we are now getting. That is now where we are getting our portal
maybe,
prospects.
honestly.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Akron with 21 points, rolling.
Yeah.
Come on, Josh.
With 12:22 left.
Come on.
Yeah.
Not cashing the bet, but come on. Come on.
Come on.
Other than that, Josh, how was your night last night? What did you get up to? What did you do?
I just went to dinner with my father. He's down here.
Oh
He's
my
playing
God, the
golf
goat.
for work. Yeah.
Can we get W's for Josh's pops?
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Where'd you guys go?
Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, did you get the rolls?
Just of course.
Oh,
I love Texas.
What did you get?
Roadhouse. Steak and shrimp.
oh.
Yes.
What did pops get?
Country fried chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
not a single misorder at that table.
No. Not.
How many cups of me and my buddies set, I think, record cups of
Oh,
butter.
butter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably like 4.
Dude, they give it to you in like a fucking
It's like so
for
small.
a mouse.
Yeah. You need like 2. You probably need like half a thing per roll.
My buddies and I, 13 little cups.
How many people?
It was 4 of us.
That's a lot,
Dude.
That's a lot.
We were a little drunk.
I mean, yeah,
a little
you just
drunk.
mucked those rolls.
And you did just, but also we
Their
were like,
beers are
can you just
gas,
bring
too.
3 over?
That
So
would
we
be
were
nice.
getting in bulk.
Yeah.
And then it was there, so we just had to keep doing it.
Yeah.
They're literally, it's like a dollop.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a little dollop.
Dude, their beers there are gas, too.
Dude, so
the
good.
mugs.
They give you
frozen mugs.
Yes.
Gas.
Dude, I don't understand why the service industry hasn't figured out that if you just freeze the mug, it brings the level of the beverage up
It's
5
not even.
notches.
Yeah, it's not even close.
And when you don't know that a frozen mug is coming and you order beer and a frozen mug comes out, it's like better than most things in this life.
It is.
Like there aren't many little things that really get me going in this life. A frozen mug when you don't expect it is top 2.
It is. I could not agree more.
It's just so good. So good.
So good. But yeah, my dad's playing golf at that PGA Frisco thing this weekend. So I
No
wanna go there
way.
So
No way.
bad. Yeah. It's
Are you
pretty
going to
far away.
go?
I wish. I wish.
Shout out, Pops. He
Shout out.
definitely nails on the golf course. You know what
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
not
like your
bad.
dad? I feel like your dad just plays good golf. He's never out of bounds.
That is very
He's
true.
always in the middle.
Yep, that is what
Yeah,
it is.
he just plays good. He's just a guy you can
It's-
invite to any golf foursome, and you just know he's always in play.
Yeah, he'll hit the drive down the middle like 220,
Yep.
and then hit like a wood either on or short of the green,
Yep.
and then just putt from anywhere 30 yards in. He's putting.
He's just always
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah,
He's always in
yeah.
the game.
Yeah.
Guy like me, drive might be in the woods, iron might be across the fairway. Maybe we make it to the green, maybe we don't. But there's going to be 2 swings in there that you go, wow, dude, if you just played more, you could be mediocre.
You could be mediocre.
Make no mistake. That's how my golf game goes. Anything else happen?
No, not at
that
all.
You enjoy that you
Just like a
saw?
long drive back. Had to go pick him up at the airport and then drive back. It took like an hour and 20 minutes to get back. So not much, honestly.
Just one thing in the news I wanted to tell you about. Did you see Iman Shumpert and Tiana Taylor officially got divorced?
They were married.
Oh yeah.
I did
And
not
did
know
you
that.
see the stats of said divorce?
Mm-mm.
I mean, holy shit. I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe I'm getting sent out. It's only a headline because of, dude, this might be biggest bag steal of all time. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert have finalized their divorce settlement, with Tiana receiving 4 homes worth more than $10 million, a single 7-figure payment, several luxury cars, such as a $300,000 Maybach and a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter and a tour bus. She maintains complete ownership of her companies. Additionally, Iman Shumpert must pay $8,000 each month in child support for his daughters, and he is responsible for the entire expense of their private school tuition. She just got the divorce supermax. And make no mistake, Josh, an Iman Shumpert podcast is going to spawn out of nowhere.
Yeah,
because he's got to afford a pretty penny now in life. Dude.
Yeah, $8,000 a month for him though is probably
on top of losing all that shit though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That is a fleece of fleecage. That is a fleecage. That is a legitimate fleecage.
That is a fleecage.
Legitimate fleecage. I will say this though. I am a guy. I'm not going to sign a prenup.
No.
I don't want to go into a marriage thinking we're going to get divorced. And also, I feel like if we get divorced, that's on me. You know what I mean? Like, if it goes down where I lose everything, it's like you should have just never even gotten to this point with that person.
Yeah.
But shout out Iman Shumpert, dude. I mean, that's brutal. They had like a reality show. Dude, the minute you just expose your family to too much, it happens every time. It happens every time.
Yeah. Dude, me and Carmen watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You ever heard of that show?
Sure.
Of course you heard of that show.
Sure.
There's one lady on there who divorces, dude. I forgot what he does. She gets $300,000 a month. A month. $300,000 a month.
But like for
what? What the fuck are you gonna do with $300,000 a month?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand. I don't understand the child support thing because it's supposed to be able to support the children. But if Iman Shumpert's paying for school for the 2 girls, that's $8,000 for each girl. What per month could these girls be doing that your expense is $8,000
How
per
many
girl?
kids does he have?
2.
Just 2.
But that's $16,000 a month just for child support, and then he's probably paying the tuition of the private school, which is probably, dude, he's probably paying like $30,000 a month, if not more.
Yeah, I don't know how much private school really costs.
But how is that? But this is my thing. Let's say my parents got divorced. My overhead as a kid per month was nowhere near $8,000. So what is the $8,000 going towards?
Yeah,
because he's paying for the school.
Yeah, I have no idea. Food, that's like,
you think you eat $8,000 of food in a month?
No, not even close.
You think
maybe like sports?
I think you could do $2,000 a month for a kid, and I don't think you would sniff. Like if they're babies and you need diapers, I understand 100%. But it brings you the question that Rav just asked. What do you think? What do you think I was worth? I'm a small kid. I wasn't eating a lot. No way you're putting $8,000 towards food.
No.
I didn't grow out of a lot of clothes. We're not buying clothes frequently.
Dude, it's because there's a thing like where like they like have to like be able to like maintain their lifestyle. That's literally what it is.
God, if you're Iman Shumpert, you're fucked, brother.
Yeah.
I got news for you. I might have been worth $1,500 a month of like genuine overhead that you had to spend money on.
Genuine overhead.
And you might have some left over for yourself.
You would. You definitely would. That's what it is. Probably the mom just gets the money and then keeps it.
And I'm not gonna lie, she'd have to give me. My mom would have to give me $300 of that $1,500 a month, so I could buy FIFA points at that point. I would need it.
Yeah, yeah. Literal full-grown adults don't spend $8,000 a month.
Come on. Not that I want to get into the divorce world, because it's definitely a gruesome world where it's just like you go from falling so much in love with this person to I want everything you have.
Yeah.
We also don't know behind the scenes. Maybe he cheated on her. Maybe he ruined it. Maybe he's a bad guy. Who knows? Maybe she's a bad person and her lawyer was just way better than his.
Maybe. Akron on a drought right now. They have not scored since we said that.
It's okay. 2-minute drought. That's fine. 10 minutes. We need 17 points. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
With the way this Akron team scores, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not worried. Josh, did you happen to see the Mikal Bridges game winner?
I did not.
Can I send it to you? Would you mind if I send it to you? Would you mind if I send it to you? Would that be okay?
That'd be okay.
And then you're going to have to play with audio because Mike Breen did a double bang. did a double bang. Oh my God, Sonny's in here. Sunny side picks. That was my sweet Prince Sonny, dude. My sweet Prince Sonny. Yo, Sonny, you're going to have to rewind the episode. I gave you an unbelievable amount of glaze. You're my sweet Prince. I will love you forever. All right, let's see. This
Nick's break. Hart gets it right back to Bridges. Bridges puts up a three. Bang! Bang! Bridges.
I mean,
that was funny. Whoa.
Come on. How about that Knicks team, huh?
How about it?
How about that Knicks team?
Such an ugly jumper.
But so water.
So water.
The double bang is electric. Mikal Bridges. Bang! Bang! Nothing gets me going more than a good Mike Breen bang.
Yeah, it is electric.
Like what? Nothing gets me going more than a good Mike Breen bang. If you don't like that, you don't like NBA basketball. What did he say after that? What did he say after the double bang? Can I hear it one more time? I love his closing remarks. Jalen Brunson, born to play basketball.
He said, and it's not loading.
It's okay.
Here we go.
Wins it at the buzzer. Mikal Bridges wins it at the buzzer. I mean, come on, dude. It doesn't get better than that.
No,
It literally does not get better than that. It doesn't get better than that. I hope Sonny side picks. I hope Sonny goes back and listens to this episode because we gave him quite amount of credit for last night's win.
We did.
Guys, can we just get W's for Montana one more time? I haven't gotten a bracket right like that maybe ever since doing this show, and I haven't picked a wagon that's made March like that maybe ever.
Gotta feel good. Gotta feel good.
Dude, it felt good because we had 100 brothers. Just arm in arm, just fucking fighting for the Grizzlies on the front line. Dude, and if only these kids knew how hard we were fighting for them in that space. We were yelling at the refs. We were saying, check their FanDuel accounts. We were trying everything, dude. We were just arm in arm, just fucking fighting for the Grizzlies, dude.
Yeah. Dude, I think Akron has only threes right now. They do. They're 8 for 14 from 3, and they have 24 points. They have no other field goal.
I don't like that we're 8 minutes in and only scored another 3 points. This is getting sweaty.
No. We're still on pace.
We need 15, correct?
Yeah, we're still on pace.
And the Knicks are now 0-9 against top 4 teams. Okay, shout out. Guess what? We're still in the playoffs. So fuck you guys. We'll see what happens when we make the playoffs and Jalen Brunson is healthy. I'm not even going to address the haters this morning, Josh. You want to? Because I'm just so I'm on my high horse.
Let's go.
You know what? You know what I'm on? I'm on my Grizzly looking down. I'm on my Grizzly looking down at all
in
of
a
you.
wagon.
I'm on my
Grizzly.
I'm on my Grizzly looking down at all of you. And Rav, I swear to God, if you start one more time, I'll bring up Sangin. I'm going to do a good job of not doing it. But Rav, I swear to God, you do it one more time, I'm bringing up Sangin. I'll do it. I'll fucking bring it up. But I'm not going to bring it up now.
But
you
will.
Keep going, and I'll bring it up. On my Grizzly right now, looking down at all of you.
Bang another 3.
I'm on top of my Grizzly looking down at every single one of you right now. And you can't touch me. Because if you get close to my Grizzly, he's going to bite you. And I'm on top of my Grizzly right now.
They literally only have 3s. 9 threes. No other points.
Good. That's
actually insane.
That's some NBA 2K shit right there. I got news for you.
That is.
That's some NBA 2K shit. Josh, can you explain to me why the Jets signed Chukwuma, the guy that literally stepped away from football midway through the year last year after playing 4 games?
I don't even know
to be our offensive lineman.
Don't even know.
You've seen him. You've heard of him. When you Google him, you'll go, oh, why would you do that? I feel like Aaron Glenn's going a little bit too far. Can we say that? Aaron Glenn's going a little bit too far on the I'm going to grab projects and guys that don't even want to play football. Like he's trying to go Dan Campbell, but too far. Like a guy that gave up on football last year and had to step away to do some thinking. I don't know if we bring him back.
I think Aaron Glenn did that now. Aaron Glenn, I think, quit and then came back to be a scout.
I just don't know if that's our move here. You know, that feels like a lot.
Yeah, it does feel like a lot. I don't know. I literally don't even know what the fuck that is. So, is he gonna play? Is he a starter?
Yeah, dude. I don't think we have signed anybody to the O line. We might have an empty line right now, other than Olu, our rookie from last year.
He was good.
I did want to talk about these two things really quickly, and then I guess we can talk about what you'd like to talk about, or serve some slate, or do whatever you want to do. Oh, wait! I didn't tweet the thing this morning.
What What thing?
Hold on.
Was that a Justin Fields?
All right, guys, make sure you
Was
go.
that a Justin Fields edit?
Guys, make sure you go check my Twitter. I forgot to tweet this morning. Sorry, that's my bad. That's my bad. I forgot to tweet that this morning. It's sending right now. Sending right now. Make sure you guys go check my Twitter. I forgot to do that this morning. That's my bad. I'm supposed to do that every morning. That's really my bad. I forgot to do that. That's on me if you were waiting for it, but don't worry. It is now up and posted. Should we pull it up for them? Do you want to pull it up for them really quick, actually?
On your Twitter?
Yeah. And then we'll move on to the two things I want to talk about. One is really funny. One is a genuine football question. And I'll let you pick which one we talk about first. Do you want to just pull it up for the people really quick? Sorry, guys. I forgot to post this morning. I'm happy we did it live. Oh, here we go.
I can't focus, I fear I might break. I fear I can't take it.
He's gonna be so good, dude. He's gonna be so good. He is gonna be so good, dude. I can't. Someone in the space last night was like, "Yeah, Mikey, what do you think about Justin Fields?" And I said, "We're winning the bowl." No, I didn't. I just said I'm all in. I won't say the bowl. I won't say we're winning the bowl, but I'm all in, dude. I am all in, dude. I'm all in. And then 6 people were like, "You want my Justin Fields jersey?" And I said, "Send me all of them." They were all Bears fans. I don't know how I just get surrounded by people from Chicago.
Yeah.
On all sides, I'm surrounded.
Yeah.
Josh, I'll let you pick. Do you want to hear the funny thing first, or do you want to have the genuine let's talk ball, let's talk football conversation?
Let's do funny first, then talk ball, and then we get into games. Oh, dude, I think another game just started that we missed.
I'm not betting on
no.
Duquesne.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Funny first.
What if I told you 30 for 30? What if I told you that Mikey Overs had another chance at greatness? Had another chance to see what the glory tastes like? Because Hannah Kavanagh and Carson Beck broke up this morning.
They did? Come on.
I have never been sent at a higher clip and at a higher speed DMs of news reports that the Kavanagh twins and Carson Beck broke up. Like, I have never been sent quicker DMs and clips than I got sent this morning.
That's hilarious.
Of just like, yo. I literally look at my DMs like, you guys, this needs to be stopped.
You should
I got news
repost
for
that
you.
bit.
No, I got news for you, Josh. I'm off it.
No, you're
I'm not crawling back. You didn't want me in the first place. I ain't crawling back.
Yeah, he's not bringing it up.
I ain't crawling back.
He's not even bringing it up.
No, I wanted to say this to the chat, so it stops. I ain't crawling back. I ain't crawling back.
But
No. No, I'm crawling back. Fuck. Also, they're a curse. They're a curse.
Yeah.
I don't need curses right now. I'm moving with such clean energy right now in my life that I don't need that right now.
You don't need a Cavender in your life.
I love how I'm saying I don't need it. Like I could actually attain that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it was funny how many people DM me that as if like people think I'm like in touch with them to be like, yo, you up? Like chat, move on. We're moving on.
Move on.
Never again. I ain't crawling back.
Unless.
No. I'm like fucking The Office right now, dude. All right. Real ball discussion.
It's a football ball discussion?
Yeah. And I'm going to say something crazy. I think Bo Nix is going to win his division and potentially make the Super Bowl next year.
Make the Super Bowl is insane.
I seriously do, dude.
Why do
I
you
think second
that?
year of Sean Payton is going to be incredible. And I think adding Evan Ingram to his weapons, I think we're going to see a renaissance of Evan Ingram. I seriously do. I seriously do, dude. I was looking at Bo Nix tape last night after seeing that they signed Evan Ingram, just going, dude, all they need is like one more piece. Like if they just get one more piece, that offense is going to roll with him, dude. Like Bo Nix has a bulletproof mental. Like he looked so good last year for a rookie.
He looked good.
And now he's got Evan Ingram with a great defense that they're bringing basically everyone that they need back.
Their defense will be really good.
That's all you need. Dude. That's all you need. Everyone's calling me crazy. Tight ends definitely matter. Forever just said tight ends don't matter. You're out of your mind.
They do matter.
Evan Ingram, I think we're going to see a little run. Maybe Super Bowl is a bit much. I think they win their division, and I think Evan Ingram has an unbelievable year.
Winning that division is going to be tough because the Chargers are now a legit contender for that division now too.
But now someone goes, all they need is a stud running back. Oh, good thing this is the most packed draft class of running backs maybe ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe ever. Maybe ever.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm not scared of the Chiefs.
I'm not sold on Bo Nix. We'll see.
But I'm not scared of the Chiefs anymore.
Yeah. Well, they just lost Joe Thuney.
I know. I'm not scared.
They're going to need some offensive line.
I'm really not scared
It's interesting how their offensive line got beat the fuck up last year in the Super Bowl. And then they kind of like are letting guys go.
It's a tough division, dude, but I really like their
anybody.
defense. I really like Sean Payton, and I think we're going to see a step forward from Bo Nix this year.
I mean, yeah, I think taking a step forward for him will be
I'm not
tough.
scared of the Chiefs now. And last year I was. After they lost in the Super Bowl and after how disjointed their weapons look and how bad Travis Kelce looked, I'm like, yeah, they have Pat Mahomes, but it feels like they don't have much else now.
No.
Isaiah Pacheco was a dead man walking. We're relying on Kareem Hunt carries in 2025. Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice might not play because, guess what? They might be in jail.
No, Xavier's good. Worthy's good.
How can you just beat the shit out of a
Chargers
family
dropped.
member and be good?
Chargers drop.
Of course they were.
Yeah.
He went, dude, it was just a little fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Rice?
Or no, he went,
I
dude,
mean,
just a little
Rashee Rice
fun.
should
Definitely be in
100%.
jail.
Yeah.
Like, without question. People were like, yeah, he left the scene with a bag of guns.
Yeah. And crashed was racing on a highway and crashed into like an innocent person.
100% should be in jail.
Yeah.
I don't know why guys go to the Chiefs and just become criminals, but you know,
Well,
whatever it is, who cares? Maybe Pat Mahomes not a great leader in the locker room. Who knows?
Maybe.
All right, Josh, should we what do you think about that? The Broncos.
I mean, I don't think it's like an insane take, but I'm not buying it. I'm not necessarily buying it, but I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's crazy. One thing I do want to talk about very briefly is Grady Jarrett doubling down on hating Jordan Love. I fucking love it. He got interviewed yesterday by the Bears media, Chicago media, and he was essentially saying like, yeah, I can't wait to play him twice a year.
Good.
He's like, in that play, I literally chased him down 60 yards. I'm a defensive tackle. He's a quarterback. I chased him down 60 yards, and he got up talking smack. So I'm going to get up and talk smack back. He was like, sometimes when you get in those lines, you go to a dark place and you say things. He's like, I'm sure I have a lot worse mic'd ups out there. That's the one that they posted. He's like,
wow,
there's a lot worse ones.
I mean, dude, I actually like guys that are in the trenches. I'm being that ass are the scariest guys.
They
in
are.
football.
He's like, you need to go to a dark place.
Yeah, because you're trying to kill.
Yeah.
Like you're actually trying to kill in GTA.
Yeah, he's so sick. He's so sick.
I didn't like that, even though it was for a Fanatics event, I guess. That's why they were in Dubai. I didn't like that Justin Fields hanging out with Jordan Love and Micah Parsons. They're just two
And
guys
Kyle
that don't want
Pitts.
around him. I don't mind Kyle Pitts. He's a non-problem. Hanging out with Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, I don't like.
Dude, him and Jordan Love used to be boys when he was on the Bears, which I fucking hated. Like,
Yeah, I
why are
don't
you
love that.
boys with the quarterback that, like,
you know
we
who I
hate?
do love that he hangs out with? Well, Bijan Robinson.
He does hang out.
That's a
with
guy
Bijan,
with a
yeah.
good head on his shoulder. Micah
But
Parsons is a
Bijan's-
fucking
I
idiot.
think Bijan's like new to that group because I don't think Justin. When he's on the Bears, he never hung out.
No,
with
he's
him. He would
definitely new.
He would hang out with Micah and Jordan Love, and CJ Stroud. They were all boys.
I hate that.
Yeah, him and CJ are boys.
I hate
yeah.
CJ and Micah's podcast, but I don't need him around Micah Parsons and Jordan Love right now. I need him so unbelievably dialed and locked in that it's gross.
I mean, he is locked in. Dude, it's not going to be is he locked in? Is he trying? Is he giving his all? Like that he's going to do that. It's just, can he throw a 5-yard slant?
Yeah.
That's it. That's
'Cause
what
we're
it's
going
going
to
to come
sign
down to.
Cooper Bupp.
Boober
Bupp.
Bupp.
Let me get some Bogley Bit Bookies. All right. Let's surf the slate. We have so many games on today. I want to get to every single one of them. Let's rip and roll. Welcome back to Slate Surfers, the part of the show where we surf the slate and give you all the plays and parlays that you need on a Thursday. Wow, it's almost the weekend.
It is. This
It's
week's flown
almost
by.
the weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I talked about it last night in the space, Josh. Just Duke spawning as 20-point favorites against everybody is just no fun, and I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I apologize. I'm not doing it. And it leads me into the next game. I have St. John's win the Big East. Do not put any stock in the fact that Butler just won a basketball game because they beat the worst team in the Big East. So I'm not going to touch the big spread, though, however. So I will not be taking St. John's a lot. I think a lot of people want me to click that minus 12.5. But, Josh, I'm going to stay true to the things that I've done all year. I'm not betting big spreads, and I'm fading the bad teams. And that's a big spread.
Yeah.
Even though it fits fade the bad team, it's a big spread. I'm staying with my morals. I feel like sometimes I get to the conference tournament time and March Madness, and I lose morals.
Okay.
And I start just doing things that I haven't done all year, and I'm not doing that. So I'm not betting the big spread. Indiana, Oregon. Everyone in chat, Trent's on Indiana. Trent's on Indiana. I don't care what anyone else is on. All right? I don't care. Doesn't fucking bother me at all. I do like Indiana in this matchup, though. If I'm betting on Oregon, I need Shellstad to have 20 points in this game. And for whatever reason, it feels like this Indiana team, as we were getting close to really starting to punch tick and really starting to try to dance, this Indiana team could go on a little run here in the Big Ten tournament. And I really want to take Oregon as a short favorite, but it does feel like these short favorites, I'm going to reference Georgia. This reeks of Georgia, Oklahoma, where Indiana is kind of the Oklahoma where they're a little hotter, but Georgia's looked a little better. Oregon's looked a little better this year. They're a top 25 team. This is either going to be a blowout for Oregon or Indiana keeps it close and squeaks it out. Like, that's really how I feel about it. So what I do want to do in this game is I want to take the over. I feel like there's going to be some points. It's much higher than I thought it'd be for a Big Ten matchup of two teams that really don't score at that crazy of a clip when we've seen over-unders at 127 and 138 already. So give me the Indiana-Oregon over 142.5.
Okay. I can get behind that. I know you're probably not seeing this game, but also at the same time as St. John's Butler.
We just talked about it.
Wait, what?
I said I'm not taking minus 12.5.
Oh.
It's a big spread.
I thought you were talking about the Duke game. Oh, you skipped to that. I'm tweaking.
What are you doing
I'm tweaking.
with that game?
I was dialed in on that game.
Well, what are you going to do in that game?
Nothing.
Did
I
you
just thought
lose
that
on
you
Akron?
didn't see that game. I just didn't hear you talking about it.
Are you taking a side on that?
No. I thought that you would want
Brother, Joshy, lock in.
I'm sorry. I was actually mega locked in. I was mega locked in just to the wrong thing.
That's what Nikki Gamble just said.
To the Akron game.
I'm taking Iowa State minus 3.5, dude. We've faded BYU all year. It hasn't been a successful fade, but this reminds me of Crank and Hog with Arkansas yesterday. They were minus 2.5 last night, moved to minus 3.5. Actually, they were minus 1.5 last night, moved to 2.5 in front of us. Now they're minus 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
I think Iowa State runs BYU out of the gym. I think this is an Iowa State team that's going to surprise us this year. I think there's a lot of time in this Iowa State team where you just go, they are so fraudulent. And there's two guys that might not play for Iowa State today. And if that happens, that's just one of those that I feel as though you chalk to the game and you just hang your hat knowing that you only lost that wager because two of their players didn't play. But I like Iowa State here either way. I'd rather die with Iowa State than be on BYU plus 3.5 and watch those two kids play and just be in shambles.
That's fair.
So I'm going to be on Iowa State here.
I don't want anything in that game, to be honest.
Wichita State, South Florida. That's another over that I think I would like to touch.
Okay.
I think I'm going to touch that over 143.5. I really, really, really want to take Wichita State minus 3.5, but what this Wichita State team has shown me this year is they have no right to be a favorite against anybody. They can lose to anybody. And South Florida can come out looking like the worst team literally on planet Earth, or they can beat anybody. So whenever it comes to Wichita State as a favorite, I'm officially off them. But I don't hate the over here.
Okay.
I'm going to crank Hog.
Yeah, you
Give
have
me the
to.
Arkansas plus 4.5. I think we got to crank some Hog. It's a
Have to.
Thursday. If you're not cranking Hog, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm cranking Hog, Arkansas plus 4.5, and the over. That might be my favorite play of this little early slate is the over and cranking Hog plus 4.5,
Okay.
Arkansas plus 4.5 against Ole Miss.
I like that. Also next, Ohio minus.
Oh,
2.5.
this is your guy. Yeah.
Toledo sucks.
You got to
dude.
go to your guy.
Toledo sucks. We're gonna take Ohio minus 2.5. They literally I don't know why Toledo always has these 160 totals, and they literally they've scored 50 points a game, 60 points a game.
Yeah.
They're trash. And I also think it's kind of telling that the lower seed in this tournament's -2.5. I think we just take Ohio.
Trash.
Easy.
Trash.
Easy.
I really want to take St. Louis -4.5, but that's the cursed number. So I think I'm going to stay off it. Davidson is really bad, but for whatever reason, they've started to look good in this conference tournament. And St. Louis was our little wagon, but make no mistake, St. Louis will sell a 4-point spread like it's their fucking job. So we're not doing it. Just say you're taking Northwestern so I can move to the next game.
I mean, we're taking Northwestern.
Okay, very good. I will not, but I'm not touching that, and I'm not fading them for the rest of the year. It's starting to warm up, so be careful with the Wisconsin system. It's starting to get warm.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So
it's starting to get a little
stay
warm.
careful with Wisconsin. It's no longer cold, so they might no longer be hot.
We need 6 points, by the way.
I am PODing Marquette money line. There's no reason in my head.
That is weird.
There is no reason in my head
Mm-hmm.
that Xavier should be +2.5,
That's
regardless of how they ended the season, regardless of how good they've looked.
Yeah.
I am PODing Marquette money line, and also I will be taking that over.
Just cutting the shit.
But literally, if you're Shaka Smart, cut the shit and blow a team out.
Yeah,
like
cut
now,
the
it's time to put up or shut up.
Cam Jones, do it.
And like we've said, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like all year we've glazed fucking Cam Jones. He hasn't showed up in a big spot once this year.
Yeah.
He hasn't scored 20 points against a big opponent one time this year when it's mattered. And at this point, Josh, I'm so tired of talking about Marquette every year and Shaka fucking Smart and who they got on the and who they brought back and what they paid. Put up or shut up.
Yeah.
You should be in the Big East tournament final, and it shouldn't even be a discussion.
I
So beat the shit out of Xavier. Like, I'm done with this team, dude. I'm done with this team.
I mean, you know what I think about Marquette, so
I'm done with this team.
Yeah.
I'm done with this team.
Done.
So either do it or just either
I'm
do it
done
or
with
just
them, so I'm
stop.
taking it.
Like, either do it or just stop.
Yeah.
With this Marquette shit. They're the same thing as Iowa State. Either do it or just stop. Like, I'm just so over the Shaka Smart team and all this shit they talk. So Marquette moneyline POD.
Sure.
I'm taking Wake Forest +5.5, Josh. I mean, fucking fade the UNC. Like, that's just been the system. Like, again, I've said we are not losing morals. And one of our morals was we fade UNC, we fade Baylor, and we fade Michigan. I'm fading UNC. Give me Wake Forest and Hunter Sallis +5.5.
Like that.
It's got to be done.
I like that a lot.
It's got to be done.
Okay.
Will you be touching this Texas A&M game? Because I will not be touching it.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Okay. There's been some debate of whether or not Texas is back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
But
don't
also,
think so.
Caleb Muse did say he is worried about this game because Wade Taylor disappears once the calendar turns into March.
That is true.
Tough looks.
Tough.
We did not take UNC yesterday. We actually took RJ Davis's points, and he had 13 hooked. Undy. Josh, I'm going to take Iowa +10.5 again. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to take this over.
Okay.
I'm going to take this over. I think we got, I'll say it, everyone in the space last night, literally one of the only plays I got really glazed on where everyone was like, dude, this is why I follow your plays. I just thought you were taking Iowa for the bid. I didn't know you knew ball. I think we got a little lucky that Iowa came out and punched Ohio State in the mouth and beat them outright. We probably shouldn't have won that game because Iowa was also not good. Yeah. But I think they can score at a high clip because they play no defense and they just want to run.
That is true.
And if there's a team that can also score at a high clip and want to play no defense, it's Illinois. So I like the over 165.5 here.
I think that makes sense. And we just cashed. Bang to 39.
No way.
Bang.
We're 2-0 on first half early plays.
Come on.
We're 2-0 on first half early plays.
Josh literally just nodding at locked in the acting game.
Come
No, I was listening to that.
on. Come
Or
on.
I was not listening, but
Come on.
Iowa, Illinois over. I love that.
Come on.
Massive.
Come on.
Massive.
Bang Akron. Come on. You dirty bastards in chat that didn't take it. Again, Josh. Can't lose morals. Texas Tech -6.5. Baylor just embarrassed Kansas State, which we didn't even talk about. Did you see Coleman Hawkins crying in the locker room? She's basically like, I really wanted to come here and affect the program. And there's been a lot of time. Dude, wipe your eyes with your $3 million, you fucking coward.
Yeah.
You ran from Illinois because Kansas State gave you a bag. And then, the bag brought pressure. And then you crumbled under the pressure and you averaged 8 points a year while getting $2.5 million, one of the highest paid portal prospects.
I think he was the highest.
And now you're crying in the locker room. I have no remorse because guess what? Now you're getting paid.
Yeah.
You chased that bag, and now you're learning what guys in the NBA learn, that with that bag comes a lot of opinions because you took people's money.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're 20, 19, 21. You chased the bag. You played like shit. And now you're crying in the locker
That's
room.
what you get.
I have no
That's
remorse
literally
for you.
what you get.
I have no remorse for you.
None.
Zero.
None.
I'm taking Texas Tech -6.5. Fuck Baylor. Fuck Baylor. I really, really want to take Louisville
I know.
-10.5.
I knew you did.
But we already have, I already have a unit. Smitty, let's go, Akron. I already have a unit on Louisville to win the ACC at +550.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let them get there.
Okay.
I'm not going to splooge on it. I'm not going to take it.
Also,
21 of
Stanford.
26 field goals are threes. Is that true?
No, I think they had 10 threes.
Holy shit.
Let me see. I could tell you. Let me go up. Let me look. They have
21.
42. They just hit another three. They
Attempted.
have 11 of 21. They're 11 for 21 on threes, and they have 13 baskets. So they literally have 2 buckets that aren't threes.
If you're Bowling Green, I'm giving up. You're playing literally Steph Curry.
11 threes, yeah, in the first half.
All right, Josh. We've arrived at your game.
Yeah, I know. Dude,
This was when I said on the snap, if anyone's here from the snap, that we had game of year.
this is it.
This was, you said we have game of year.
This is game of year.
We've got an interesting setup here. Mizzou coming off 3 straight losses. Mississippi State coming off a blowout win against LSU, which I don't rate very
Doesn't
highly.
matter, yeah.
But Josh, what do you do here, man?
I mean, dude, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that we're -3.5 in this game because I thought that this was going to be a pick 'em, if not Mississippi State being favored after how bad we've looked. Also, this totals. It's obviously not low, but I think it's low for how bad our defense has been. So it makes me happy, honestly. I think we win this game, but obviously I will not be wagering on this game because it means more than that. It's a hard thing at this point. And we need this win so badly going into March. If we lose this game, first, second round exit is auto.
So
literally auto.
I told my chat, not my chat, I told the space last night that this over was potentially going to be POD. And then I got really frustrated at Marquette, and now they're my POD.
Okay.
But I like this over, so I'm going to take this over. I just think Mississippi State plays really fast. Your defense has not looked great. I think this over-under is really high. I don't think you could put it as high as a Iowa-Illinois game because these teams play a little bit better defense. And by a better, I mean they at least will slide on a screen.
Yeah, dude, our defense has just been terrible.
And 156, that's a high total. Like, I don't think you're going to get a 160 Mizzou, Mississippi State total in the SEC tournament.
Our last 5 games, there's been a team to score 90 plus in every game.
Perfect. Points.
Yeah.
Points. I'm going to take the over. And I'll leave it with that.
Okay.
I'll leave it with that. Can't take Creighton against DePaul even though I want to. It's just too big of a spread. Can't take our St. Joe's Wagon against LaSalle. Too big of a spread. I feel like I have to say it for the people in chat because our picks by Brew Guy. This was just POD, Mount St. Mary's +4.5. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't. That's fine.
Done.
See you later. Purdue, too big of a spread. I'm going to take a shot here, Josh, on Middle Tennessee State. The last couple games of the year, I bet them, and we cashed, I think, 1 of 2, if not 2 of 3. I have watched this Louisiana Tech team play. This spread is very short. But I'm going to take Middle Tennessee State here. Just as like a little short fave, grease the wheels, see if we can get one through the hoop the easy way. We may not. We may. Who knows?
Okay. I mean, dude.
Yeah.
Same time. How do we not take Seattle -5.5? They're 13-7 against a 16-5 Abilene Christian team. Why are they -5.5? As a lower seed.
No,
I think we take Seattle. That gives me Utah Tech vibes. Does it not?
that does give Utah Tech vibes.
Does it not?
That does give a little Utah Tech vibes.
They have the same conference record as well. So, and they're -5.5.
That does really give Utah Tech vibes. All right. We just received vid of Sunny free throws. Should we react live?
Yes.
Okay.
On
Sending
Twitter?
it to you on Twitter. I have not seen. It's a minute 54. So we might. I put the over under at 6.5. They asked for an over under last night. Put it at 6.5. Somebody took the alt line of 4+ at plus chicken.
Okay.
Like only making 4+. This is our sweet prince, Sonny. This is my sweet, sweet prince, Sonny.
All right, Sonny.
Who we dropped behind enemy lines last night, and then he worked his way back. Should we do a poll?
Should we do a poll?
6.5. Let's do the poll at 6.5. 6.5 poll. Keep in mind he played high school basketball in Chicago. I think that's the backstory. And I peeped the video a little bit. He's wearing red Grinches. So should we move it up? Should we give it a bump? A Chicago reverse
Chicago
Grinches?
bump.
Should we give it a Chicago reverse Grinches up to 7.5?
I guess we could.
7.5 is the new line. 7.5 is the poll on Twitch. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react live to my sweet, sweet Prince Sonny shooting free throws.
All right, 1 sec.
All right.
I gotta get the poll up, brother.
No, you're good. No, you're good. I'm chilling, man. I'm zooming in on StreamYard. I want to make sure that I see. You guys like my tilt? Fuck with the tilt. I used to hate that when I played lacrosse. Be like, dude, you have dust tilt. All right, dude.
All right, here we go.
Literally have your helmet like this.
All right, it's up. Poll's up.
All
Over under 6.5.
Poll is up. Sonny, I'm really looking forward to this, man. I'm actually rooting for you. I'm praying you make 10. I'm going to take the over, Josh. If I could vote in this poll, I'm taking the over 7.5. I think he makes 9 and misses the last one.
All right, can we do a video right now?
Let's
Welcome
do it.
to our-
Jim, I like the commitment. I asked him to vlog it. He is vlogging it. Peep the Grinches. Do we have red, green? Do we have red and green Grinch on? Is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the background? All right, here we go. Come on, my sweet Prince Sonny. Wow, that was water. That was kind of water, though, dude. 7.5 is looking good. 7.5 is looking good. I know he's breaking this one. What? He's not sniffing the rim, but I don't like his body language. I also don't like that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is just ripping shots in the background. No way Sonny's gonna do it. Dude, he's got a fucking butter stroke, dude. It hasn't even touched the rim. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ruins it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar ruining the flow. Is that 5?
That might have been a lane violation.
Is that 5?
Yeah, 5.
Oh my God, Sonny. Oh my God, Sonny.
6.
Oh my God, Sonny.
One more.
Sonny, no way. No way I was that sharp on the line and you hooked, Sonny. No. You know he's taking the line. Oh, Sonny. Wait, what happened at the end of his rim?
What are you doing?
I mean, all right, cool. This is cash.
7.
Look at his mob bump. No way we're back to the line.
That's it.
Sonny, my sweet, sweet Prince. I had all the faith in the world. The mental went the minute you missed one. I knew the mental was gone. How about 6.5? What a sharp line.
It was a sharp
But then I PP bumped it, and people that took the bump got hooked.
Yeah.
That's what happens, man. Wow. I can't believe I set that line so sharp.
That was sharp.
Wow. Shout out Sonny, man. My sweet, sweet Prince. Kareem did fuck you, dude. I didn't like that Kareem was in the gym shooting shots. Get Kareem out of there. We got a competition going on, man. You should have asked him. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm actually feeling something. Would you mind just taking like a 5er? I just need to make 10 free throws in a row.
Might take a little 5, brother.
Did that not look like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
He was bald.
And tall?
Yeah.
And thin?
Yeah, sure.
That was literally Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Sure.
Falser, you didn't see 8, brother. He missed the last one, dude. You fucking relax. Dude, Falser trying to fucking call cap on the bump, dude. We ain't prospects, brother. We ain't got a helpline that you can bitch at. Josh, I really want to take SMU plus 7.5. There are some teams that I feel like I get a lot of hate on for not believing in. I don't believe in this Clemson team, dude. I really don't. And it's only from the eye test. What was that?
Doorbell.
Oh, I didn't even know what this doorbell sounded like. I don't know, dude. It's just an eye test. I don't believe in them for some reason.
Okay.
I don't like the way they run their offense. And I feel like that's a bold take because they're 10th in the country. And I feel like a lot of people, Josh, the only reason why we even have conversations about Clemson is because they knocked off Duke in Clemson, which congrats. I know Duke's a very good team, but that kind of propelled Duke into now being 20-point favorites against everybody and murdering everybody in GTA. So I don't know if I genuinely believe in this Clemson team. And I think a lot of people are going to look at that record and go, well, dude, they do have a win against Duke. They beat that Duke team. And a lot of times you can play that game. I just don't think you can play that game with Clemson. I don't think SMU is very good, though, so I don't want to take this spread. If Syracuse didn't go through a 6-minute scoring drive to start the second half, that game is probably much closer, and it feels a lot like putting stock in beating Providence.
Mhm.
When you beat Syracuse, it doesn't mean anything. If it's close with Syracuse, that means you got problems this year at least.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to touch this game, but just keep in the back of your head, I don't necessarily believe in Clemson.
Okay.
How do you not ride or Oklahoma +6?
I like the over in that game a lot.
Let's
I
do
like
that.
Oklahoma too.
Let's do that.
I like
Let's do
the over though.
Let's do the over. Otega Owe again against his old team.
I like that a lot.
I really like that, dude. I really like that.
I like that. Villanova, UConn.
Oh, take Villanova the points so bad.
I want to take UConn. I think this is where they like go.
You think this
This
is
is
the
where
go?
they go.
This could so be the go,
I think it is.
dude. When I
I
was
think they
doing,
started to feel themselves a little bit going into this tournament. I feel like this game is just. This could be a statement game. Like, okay, we're here for March.
dude, when I started to make my Big East bracket,
Mhm.
I have UConn playing St. John's in the finals. There was a part of me that almost picked UConn just because I feel as though if Hurley gets them playing, we are fucked.
Yeah.
If Hurley
get
gets
there- if
these
they get
boys
there, like,
going,
They can win.
if Hurley gets these boys going
Yeah.
this late in March, it is fucking over. Like,
Yeah.
I know we like to play around and be like, when you get hot in March, you want to heat up at the right time. If there's a coach that you don't want to heat up at the right time because he'll just win it, it's Hurley.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't bet this.
100%.
I can't bet this game, but I'm gonna watch this game.
Okay.
The guy with cerebral palsy that was in the space last night, I forget his name. I think it's
Mhm.
Ramble Rhyme. He was goated, one of the nicest guys I've ever had the pleasure of talking to. He asked me what game he should watch tomorrow. I said Villanova UConn.
It's gonna be
It's
a
just
good
gonna be
game.
a classic Big East in the Garden battle,
It's gonna be a good game.
and Neptune's gonna get outcoached. He's got almost better talent, but he's gonna get outcoached.
Yeah. I want to take Kansas.
I
know you
knew
wanna
it,
take
dude.
Arizona.
I fucking knew it, dude.
Yeah. You knew it. I want to take Kansas. I think they win this tournament, though. Yeah. I think they're literally like, they are the most written off team in the country, maybe. Most written off good team, I would say, in the country. We also have Krabs in here. This is a good game to bring him on for.
Yeah, let's get Krabs up here. I need to hear him.
Should we rerun Slatage? Let's
And
do
Sonny
it.
said Han might be his. Krabs, welcome into the Thunderdome. How has your week been?
To go well, man. I want to shout out your Grizzlies
Let's
as
go.
well last night. It's coming through. Shout out Montana. What a state, what a school.
How about it?
Let's go. I bought
How
the
about
polo. I'm going to buy the. I literally responded to the team's tweet and I said, when are you releasing the Starch Madness Champions merch? Because I'm buying all of it. I'm
Bro, I
buying all of
literally
it.
bought I bought a Starch Madness shirt that has the fries on it a couple days ago.
That
So
is
we might be twinning out there in
That is
Vegas if
sick.
it comes in time. But
Give me
um,
Montana to win Starch Madness. You can hold the fries.
they might be a 14 seeds. Hold the fry, literally.
I think so.
They
too.
might end up being a 14 seed. That team's solid. I was looking at all the teams that got auto bid so far. And I know a lot of the teams that have already clinched, they're from the crummier conferences that started earlier. So we haven't gotten a lot of the good mid-majors yet. But Montana looking like one of the better Cinderella stories that has clinched so far, in my opinion. Not too impressed with the rest of the field with the mid-majors, but Montana is a team to look out for, man. They can shoot the shit out of the basketball.
Kai
right?
Johnson could literally be a lottery pick.
He's him.
I'm convinced.
He's him. Yeah.
Krabs, I saw something on social media that I think was fucking hysterical, and I waited until you got up here to bring it up. I think you know what it is.
Sure.
A kid on Virginia Tech said, listen, a lot of people coming into this year thought we were going to be ass. Well, we were ass, but we weren't that bad. I don't know a school that just does more to just put you in spots where you have to like genuinely blink and go, I cannot believe I just read or saw that, such as selling 500 hot dogs at the college baseball game. Like Virginia Tech just does you no favors, dude.
No, I will say though, I actually like this quote, and I actually agree with Toby. This is my guy. I've been talking about this dude all season. He's going to be in the NBA. People think I'm joking. I'm not. His highlights this season are incredible. The guy can jump through the fucking roof of a basketball arena. He's got the best hops in college basketball right now. It sucks that this is his one highlight from the season that people are going to remember as his quote and not his crazy dunks that he had all season that only the miserable VT fans have seen because the team sucks, right? But he didn't lie. I mean, the team and, me, Goots, and Jovan were talking about this earlier today as well when we were getting ready for BTL. He didn't lie, okay? The team was supposed to be worse than they actually were, okay? And as a Hokie fan who's been following this team for the last couple of years, I don't know, almost a decade now, they were supposed to be quail shit heading into the season. They get Fab Miller coming over from Temple. He's supposed to be the best player on the team. Next thing you know, the FBI's knocking on his door. Surely he's leading the gambling ring down there at Temple. He's the number one guy. Nobody else is in trouble, just him. The Hokie commit, right? Can't make this shit up. The team was supposed to be quail shit. Vanderbilt comes in, pays two of our bench players, our sixth man, Tyler Nickel, and then our other backup guards, $400K each to come to Vanderbilt last year and take them off the fucking Hokies roster. We don't even have that much money combined for the entire team. So we're fucked anyways. The team was supposed to be terrible. I thought they were going to finish close to last place. They finished in 10th place out of 18 teams.
How about it?
They did overperform. And you know what? Toby Lawal is pretty fucking good. And some of these young players improved a ton during the regular season. Unfortunately, my eyeballs had to watch it. I wanted to stick fucking ice picks in my eyes in the beginning of the season, watching these young guys play. They stink. They have gotten a lot better. Mike Young has earned his paycheck. Our coach, he coached his ass off, and he earned himself an extension. The team did not play as bad as they could have. I'll tell you right now. And Toby, that quote, he's spitting facts. Maybe he could have worded it a little bit differently, right? Maybe he could have said a little more.
I thought we were going to be asked. Well, we were asked. But we weren't as bad as you thought.
Right? Maybe he could have said it more like, I don't know, you went to a top 50 academic school in the country in Virginia Tech and not just called the team ass. He could have reworded it a little differently. But what he was saying is not incorrect. The team was actually a little bit better. Not a lot better. A little bit better than they were supposed to.
My buddy who never gets on Twitter sent me that tweet. And his caption was, every time we go to the bar and I only get one girl's number. He's like, listen, we were supposed to be ass. Well, we weren't that ass, but we were pretty bad.
But this goes to show you, these guys hear everything, right? Even the fucking mid-basketball players on the Hokies, they're going on socials. They're seeing all the people chirping. They're seeing all the fans saying the team's going to suck ass before the season even starts. They see everything, right? These kids, they're like Rav. They're on their iPads all fucking day.
Wow.
They're on their tech more than we are these days. Right? So they're younger than us. It's just the generation they're born up in, right? They grow up with the iPads in their hands.
Yeah.
One of the rare times Rav is sitting listening to the show, he just catches an insane trip.
Love you, Rav. But those kids got those iPads strapped just like you, brother. Yep. They see everything. They do.
They do. And I hope the Providence kids see everything, and I hope they fucking don't come back. I don't want any of them to come back. Krabs, thank God you came on at this point because I think Josh and I were about to berg, but I kind of want to see where your head's at. Yeah. I watched the Kansas UCF game yesterday. Now, when you have that much talent on your roster, you shouldn't be going to overtime with UCF. And the body language of these Kansas kids, I mean, AJ Storr fouled out, didn't even look like he gave a fuck, finally had 19 points for the first time all year, sat on the bench with his headband around his neck, game end, didn't celebrate with any of his teammates who fought for him while he was fouled out, did the high five line, no one hugged each other after, and they went to the locker room. Just give me Arizona, dude. Like that locker, like the only reason they're winning is because they have good basketball players that can score the basketball, but they're not playing for each other. They're not playing for the coach. They're not playing for the name on the front. AJ Storr fouled out after having 19 points, didn't even hug a single teammate who fought and won that game while he was on the bench. So I'm going to take Caleb Love, even though he's fucking junk, and Arizona and Arizona and a half here because I'm not betting on a locker room and team that just despise each other.
Yeah. Yeah, something's up with that Kansas team. And I don't know if you heard the Dan Hurley quote. I know different coach, different squads, but when he was on an interview a couple days ago, talking about how he's got players on his team, half his team already knows where they're going to go play next year. Yep. Right? What do you think's going on in that Kansas locker room?
Oh, my God.
It's 10 times more toxic. The whole squads. Well, a lot of those guys are seniors as well. DeJuan Harris, Hunter Dickinson. So it's a little bit surprising, I guess, to see this team be that toxic. But when you got guys like that leading the way, I'm not super shocked. When you got Hunter Dickinson, as your leader and your heart and soul of your team, not surprised to hear that they're toxic as shit and they're in moose shit. But Mike, I think you hit the nail on the head, man. Arizona, I know they've lost 3 of their last 5 games. I don't give a shit. Look at how that Kansas team, look at the body language out there. Look at the heart they're showing. None. They almost just lost to a dead UCF team last night. And the only reason why they beat them in overtime was just talent and talent alone. Now they have a team that
it
stacks
wasn't
up
even
there
like
with
they were
talent.
running actions. It was just like fucking ISOs and going at UCF, who's junk.
It was more just UCF, packing up shop, getting ready for next season. I'm sure those players have already figured out where they're playing next year as well. And it's not going to be on UCF. So they were completely checked out. But tonight, Kansas is not going to be able to get away with that against an Arizona team that's hungry, trying to prove themselves that they're still a good team in college basketball when they've lost 3 of their last 5 games. I love the spot for Arizona here. I think it's a good play. I'm with you.
And I don't know. It just tells me a lot. And I know AJ Storr has struggled because they paid him a lot and he's not had a great year. But it tells me a lot that when he has his first, I'm pretty sure, 19-point performance this year, fouls out, puts headband around neck, didn't stand up one time Kansas scored. Not one time when Zeke Mayo was at the line, not one time when Hunter Dickinson got a layup. And it's just like, if that's the energy that they're walking with, I want them gone. Like I do. Like if that's how you guys are gonna, like, dude, when I'm up at 1 a.m. watching Montana, dude, the one thing that we were talking about in the space, that bench stood for every single basket from tip to the end, every single basket. And then you watch a team like Kansas where these kids are getting paid way more. They're playing in packed arenas. They're getting paid hundreds of thousands. They have potential draft prospects, and that's how they act with each other, and that's their personality. Like, fucking send them packing, dude. I hate it.
I'm with you, man. And there's a reason why Montana's are winning their conference tournaments. There's a reason why Kansas is moose shit. It starts in the locker room. It does. It starts in the locker room, right? If you don't have your head in the right spot, if your team doesn't give a fuck about winning, if everybody's just thinking about themselves, if you got a bunch of AJ Storrs out there bitching about playtime, the team's going to suck. And you're going to notice it. If you watch enough ball, you're going to notice it watching the squad on the sidelines like Mikey did last night. You're 100% right. And then you see the exact opposite, a Montana Grizzlies squad that's so blue collar, great team overall, great squad, some great names on that squad as well. Isn't that the team that Money Williams?
Williams, Kai Johnson, the boys.
Sure. Yeah, the camaraderie is clear as day. And there's a reason why that team just knocked off a better no-code team. A better no-code team on paper. Because you have to have that camaraderie to upset teams and to play at your best. So, yeah, let's get Kansas out of this tournament. I thought, pre-tourney, they had really weirdly short odds. So I certainly thought it was weird, and I put some respect on their name on the pod that we did a couple days ago. But looking at this matchup and seeing Arizona as a favorite, I think it's a great sign because it's not like Arizona's been playing well of late either.
Dude, last time they played Kansas, I think Kansas beat them by 20.
They just played them.
Yeah.
Didn't Kansas bang on them?
Yeah, they beat them by like 12 or something.
They just played
also, like, both teams have had like very similar trends. Like they've played every good team they played as of recent they've lost to, besides they played each other, obviously. Every other good team they've played, they've lost to. Every bad team they've beat. So it's like they're kind of in the same spot. But yeah, Kansas's locker room is
they're in the same
spot.
Krabs, a game I wanted to talk to you about because I think me and Josh are going to be on the over, but I really want to be able to pick a side. Oklahoma, Kentucky is looking at me so weird, and I said it since the beginning of these conferences. Someone that wins on day one is going to win one of these tournaments. I don't know who it's going to be. I think we're running out of teams now. Maybe that take is going to age like milk. But Oklahoma is still one of those teams. And this Kentucky team, it just feels all year, game by game. I mean, no Jackson Robinson kills me because I love betting on that kid. I love wagering on a team that kid's a part of. But this Kentucky team, I just can't get a read on, dude. They'll be minus 6.5, win by 20. They'll be minus 6.5 and lose outright. And I almost want to just go, maybe this could be the Oklahoma team that goes all the way.
I mean, dude, I think
they got some weird voodoo magic going right now. This Oklahoma team. They got some weird powers going on. They're like the best team ever on a neutral court. I saw this tweet yesterday. Oklahoma 6-0 in neutral court games, including wins over Arizona, Louisville, Michigan, and Georgia. They've shot 43% from three in those 6 wins. Crazy stat that I saw on X yesterday, but Oklahoma, it might be the greatest neutral site team of all time. Is that going to last? Probably not. You know what my brain's thinking? I'd rather take that over that you initially brought up, but that total moving up and it's already high as ma. I like that over. I like points in this game. I don't know if I'd bank on Oklahoma, continuing to get away with it and pull off these crazy upsets and overperform out the wazoo on these neutral courts. I'd probably stick away from that personally. I wouldn't hate you for it. I wouldn't be betting Kentucky. That's for sure. But give me the over, like you were talking about before. I think we see points in this game, whether Oklahoma covers or Kentucky blows them out.
Krabs, time is flying by, so I do want to get to prize picks. We did a POD from Lauren yesterday. Can you give us a POD for the graphic and a people in the chat that want to tell the Krabs POD before we get to prize picks?
Sure. I'm in. Let me give you my favorite play today so it fucking hits. Let's go Marquette on the money line. Oh, God.
Mikey,
What are those reactions?
That was
Mikey's
my POD, but here's what we'll do.
You should go to the other one.
No, I'm going to go to Arizona POD money line.
Okay. Sure. I mean, yeah, after talking through that, I like the Wildcats.
Let's go.
I think we're gonna have enough time to do this. I have to make this my POD. It's by far my favorite play. It's Ohio -2.5. Like it's
What
not.
time?
Yeah, surely that hits as
12:30.
well on that.
12:30. You're on that?
Yeah, everybody on Earth is on that. All 8 billion.
God
Fuck.
damn.
What do you want to do?
I'm still taking it.
All right, good. We
still
don't need to
taking
get
it.
scared off.
I love
We don't
that
need to get
play.
scared off.
Yeah.
You don't need to get scared off. Krabs, I do want to tell you the only reason I'm taking Marquette is because it's either put up or fucking shut up. You're a 2-point favorite. And for 5 fucking years, I've had to hear about Shaka Smart and the team he's building and Cam Jones, who disappears in every big game and every single fucking March Madness tournament. So either put up or shut up. This is your chance. You're playing Xavier. You're a short favorite. You should be favored by 10 plus with the way you're talked about in the media and by your fan base and by the Big East media. Fucking put up or shut up.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
do
thing
not
with
disagree
Marquette.
one bit.
That's
A
my
couple
thing
other
with
nugs. Xavier just beat them, which I love.
Love.
I mean, I love betting teams after they lose to a squad a couple weeks ago. They did split the season series. Marquette got them earlier this season. Xavier is like one of the hottest, best teams right now in the country. They're a very trendy pick today. I get it, right? Marquette has not done anything impressive either. I feel like this season they've kind of taken a step back. They're not typically, as dominant of a wagon as, Shaka Smart's squad's been in the last 5 years or so, and they're coming off of back-to-back losses, right? So nobody really wants to bet Marquette in this spot, especially against the Xavier team that's the hottest team in this conference right now, one of the hottest teams in college basketball, and they beat them the last time they played them by 2. It's got to be Marquette, though, in my opinion here, looking at the spreads, them being favorites. I'll trust the Golden Eagles here with you, Mike, and they finally get something done when the lights are turned up a little bright, right? Typically, this team is folded when the lights have been bright over the years. I think they show up this season when nobody expects them to. Their odds pre-tournament as well. They had some serious respect to win this tournament. Wouldn't be surprised if they do it.
I'm in.
Let's get Marquette going.
I'm in.
Sure.
Sure. All right. Someone asked what made me take Rutgers. The line was really short. I don't trust Muss with this USC team, and Rutgers would have won if they made free throws. So good bet.
Yeah.
I'll take the loss.
What a waste.
What a fucking waste of Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper in college basketball.
Yeah. And I don't know. I kind of assumed it was going to kind of be like this, where they had a couple decent games, but the majority of it, Rutgers, the program is just not where it needs to be to have 2 stars like that and have it matter. They don't have a good enough coach. I feel like they just don't have a good enough program. This kid should have gone somewhere else.
It doesn't make sense.
They tried. I mean, they got paid plenty of NIL, and I think one of them was a local kid, right? So it makes sense, and I respect that. Kid wants to stay home. Sure. Right?
I guess Harper's brother went there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And they're getting paid fat. Like Rutgers has some NIL lying around for some CBB. They're trying to build up the program. I respect the effort.
Right.
But you need a better coach, and you need some better role players. You can't just buy 2 great players and expect to win every game.
Yeah.
You need 5 good players out there.
All right, Krabs, let's jump over to prize picks. The first square that I like it's a team I'm going to be fading. I'm going to take Wake plus 5.5. Hunter Salas hasn't gotten more than 17.5 points in the past 3 games. Or literally in only one of the last 5 has he gotten 17.5. I like him here. I think he matches up well with either Elliott or RJ. I don't think they're going to be able to contain him. I think Wake Forest could potentially win this game outright. And I like his scoring potential here against UNC.
Okay. I could see it. I'll be honest. I like UNC to win the tourney, but I kind of like Wake to cover today. And I wouldn't be surprised if they knock off UNC.
That's
to be honest with you, looking at the spread. I mean, Wake Forest is a dead squad. UNC, not a great team, but they've been playing great of late. Was a little bit surprised to see the spread as short as it is. Thought it was some respect on Wake for how bad they played this entire season, to be completely honest with you, with all the expectations they had. I think you're right, Mike. I think it is Wake today. And I'm a UNC guy for this tournament. So I really don't want to be sitting up here saying that, but I'm with you. It's looking like it's a Wake day. And you said you're backing who? Hunter Salas?
Also, yeah, Hunter South. Also, I do just want to put this on everyone's radar. For whatever reason, PrizePicks is not including the last game some players played in their charts. Josh Hubbard last night played LSU and went way over his total. The last game they have is when he played Arkansas. So keep in mind, PrizePicks is trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I just realized with a couple guys.
Yeah, be careful looking at the charts. And they do put like a little disclaimer at the top for CBB. They're like, the last fives might not be all right. Or they probably don't have all the resources to do that. They probably put all this to the pro sports. But always check, ESPN, check props.cash, right? This is why you get the props.cash up and moving, to check the actual data to make sure that it's correct. Maybe don't be checking the, charts too much for college basketball and PrizePicks. Sure. Make sure you're checking, double checking the Carfax, right? To making sure you're not, taking some bozo squares. 100%. Wprops.cash.
WBlock.
Honda P.
Sure.
I think I'm going to go back to a usual suspect, but not for what we usually take him for. I'm going to go to Caleb Grill rebounds and assists more than. So, I mean, he is literally Dennis Rodman normally, but last game he literally did nothing. He killed Mississippi State the first time they played from the 3-point line. I think that they are going to try to take him away as much as they can. And I think he feeds Mark Mitchell down low a couple times. I literally think he gets 6 rebounds. So I would just take his rebounds by itself, but they don't have that. But I think he literally gets 6 rebounds by himself.
Okay.
He's Dennis.
Grill rebounds and assists.
He does have magnets in his hands and gets a ton of fucking rebounds for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
He's just a grinder. Like, he grinds on defense, and he's the guy that comes in and sweeps up all the rebounds. Mark Mitchell and Josh Gray are supposed to put bodies on guys, and he comes in and sneaks them. So I love him.
My turn?
Krabs.
Sure. Donovan Dent, a familiar friend.
Wow.
You guys are hip, right?
Yeah.
Donovan Dent.
Love him.
So fun to watch, man.
I love that.
So fun to watch. Last night, it wasn't fun to watch, or yesterday afternoon, Wyoming gets skull fucked by San Jose State. That was not fun to watch. And then seeing Wyoming claw back into it, make it a game. They actually had the ball down 3 for no reason, making it close, making me think they had a chance. Fuck that Wyoming team. Unbelievable. But let's talk about New Mexico. They're playing against San Jose State, that team that I was just talking about. They got that win against Wyoming last night. Although they beat Wyoming, they couldn't cover the guard on Wyoming to save their life. He just couldn't make a fucking shot. I think Donovan Dent goes out there tonight, drops a 22-piece, if not more. I'm a little bit concerned about the assists, looking at the 5.5 goblin that's up there, but I do like his rebounds. If you guys take a peep at his 2.5 rebound square, coming off a couple Moose games, although they don't have his most recent one, but overall has not been grabbing too many boards. I want to grab his rebounds as well and get him involved in that capacity and take his points and rebounds more than 24.5. I think he can hit this with just his points, but we'll take the little bonus looking at that weird rebound square.
I love that.
I have a feeling that's going to do us well.
I love that.
I love that, Krabs.
Donovan fucking Dent.
Donovan Dent.
I love that.
Yeah,
dude. Akron is busting right now in the second half, by the way.
Knew it.
dude, they're good at putting the ball in the hoop.
Yeah,
we knew it.
They're really good at putting the ball in the hoop.
All right, Krabs. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'm gonna be tuned into BTL today. Also, people in chat are giving you credit saying Duke did come out fat, happy, and complacent, like you said. They're down 8 right now.
Wow. Okay. I'm sure they'll turn it up. But look, they can't beat every team they play by 30 the rest of the season. If they did, it wouldn't be college basketball. We wouldn't love the sport so much.
I agree. St. John's.
Their downfall is imminent. Ooh, what'd you say about the Johnnies?
They're up 15,
15 as well.
18 to 3.
Jesus.
Yeah. Smacking them.
And Indiana up 4 early.
Here we
go. Here we go.
All right, Krabs. Appreciate you for coming on as always. We will see you in BTL next or at BTL.
Keep killing it, gents.
We'll be,
Keep
brother.
killing it. Good luck out there. And I'll drop the link to that PrizePicks lineup in the chat.
Let's go. Fuck yeah. Thanks, Krabs. All right, Joshy. You want to say goodbye to the peeps?
Yes.
Did we already get the POD graphic out?
Yep, it's already out. Already pumped out.
Already pumped out.
Already pumped out.
Can we get another shout out for intern Mason, please? The kid is grinding face. He has not posted it yet, though. Never mind.
But it's up. But it is here. I mean, I can post it. You want me to throw it up right now?
Hold the W's for intern Mason because Josh is going to post. Let's get W's for Josh.
W's.
Let's get Josh W's. Lauren, potentially. I do need to do my walk today. And I need to go buy creatine because I'm tired of my legs being thin.
Oh, and he posted it. He literally just posted it.
All right, let's revamp the W's for intern Mason.
Revamp them.
Revamp
Bring 'em
W's
back.
for intern Mason.
Revamped.
Revamp the W's for intern Mason. Revamp the W's for intern Mason. Revamp those W's for intern Mason. Caleb Mew says, thanks for Seton Hall, Josh. Dude, I told you he was coming.
You take any of the other ones,
I
brother?
told you he was coming, dude.
I'm going to dox you, Caleb Muse. I'm going to do it.
Don't say I didn't tell you he wasn't.
I'm going to do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Josh, say goodbye to the peeps. What a great episode today.
That was a
Hopefully
great
you
episode.
guys had fun. Say
Had a
goodbye to
great
the
time.
peeps.
We'll be MIZ. That's it.
Let's go. ZOU?
Bang.
I got you.
That's all I needed.
I forgot that was the thing. I'm not going to lie.
All I needed.
MIGZOU. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially at Mikey Core. Hopefully this part of the episode has been helping you. If it's been, something that you are confused about or not enjoying, you can always just tune out now. But at the end of every episode, we like to get a little bit personal. We like to get a little bit more vulnerable. Like talk about things maybe that I'm going through. Maybe try to give you guys a little bit of advice about something that I'm going through that maybe you're going through. And I saw something in a clip yesterday that Joe Rogan said, and I wrote it down. I'm not a big Joe Rogan guy. I'm a big fan. I'm not a big fan, but I like him as a guy. He seems like a good guy. I'd want to hang out with him. Seems like a good hang. And he said something that I think is phenomenal. And as someone that's been seriously working on my taking mental health very seriously, in my life, it's a journey. I don't think people talk about enough the journey that is fixing your mental health or working on your mental health or even mental health in general. And it's a real thing. And it's something that takes work, that requires work. And it's a journey. And, Joe Rogan was talking on this clip and he said something that I think I wanted to tell to you guys today. He said, you're a better person than you were then. And the basis of the conversation was talking about, living in the past or thinking about your mistakes and working on yourself. And sometimes we like to go, oh man, I can't believe I said that in high school. Or, oh man, I can't believe I did that in college. And it's just that you're a better person than you were then. And I think we don't give ourselves enough credit sometimes when we're on this journey or when we're going through something or when we've fought through a battle or when things aren't going right at work and we have one good day. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit. And I just want you to know out there, if you're going through something or working through something or battling something or trying to figure something out, that you're a better person than you were 5 minutes ago. You're a better person than you were a week ago. And that person in that past in our head that we like to replay and get in the shower and think about those conversations at work or those projects we messed up. You're a better person than you were then because you're actively working. And if you're going through something, just understand that each day you get through, you're becoming a better person. And it's all about taking that step forward, which is what we talk about at the end of every single episode. Take one step forward for me. I know how hard it can be in life to take a step forward. And I got news for you. We are definitely going to take steps backwards in this life. That's just a reality of the situation. And you got to make peace with it. If we had a good day every single day of the week, the good days wouldn't feel as good. So do me a favor and just take one step forward today. We've learned through doing the show that it's not about the attempt. It's not about the result. It's about the attempt. So just be the one that wakes up every single day and attempts to take that step forward, no matter how hard it can feel or be. I love you. If you haven't heard that today, I love you. Hopefully you have a great day. Have a phenomenal Thursday. Let's pay for some Thirsty Thursday beverages. Let's have ourselves a weekend. Let's bet on some college basketball all day. Let's have the laptop up at work with the stream on that when the manager comes by, we tab out quickly. I love you guys so much. We'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place.